Hey, howdy, hey, my fellow nerds out there. Welcome back to another episode of Movies and Beyond. I'm your host, the Movie Blaze. And of course, I have David
Hey!
and Donovan.
Hi.
Oh,
All right. So, so guys, we have a pretty awesome episode for you guys today. And if you guys are listening, if you guys want to know, hey, I wasn't able to make it to the podcast, so or see it live. Don't worry, because also Movies and Beyond is up on Spotify, Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, and iHeartRadio.
yeah.
So you guys can go ahead and check us out on audio over there,
Yes.
streaming all the platforms, baby.
Yeah. Especially for the elders for iHeartRadio. You can
Yes,
definitely find us. You'll find Movie Blaze, yours truly, and Quancina definitely
yes,
showing up.
And if
definitely.
you somehow don't know what iHeartRadio is, we don't blame you. No one uses it anyways.
Dude, that's like nostalgia. The commercials and
Yeah, yeah,
stuff,
that's
dude.
nostalgia.
Yeah,
What are
and
you
so
talking?
will Spotify in the next 10 to 15 years.
Don't say that. Don't make me sad.
Damn, that's gonna make me sound older than what I
Now I'm gonna
already
be
am.
old, like the iHeart people.
I
Welcome to
hope,
On
baby.
Status. You in your 20s.
Mm.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
not that old, David.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet. You're not. But the kids out there today are probably gonna call you Unc. Oh
Stupid.
wait.
Oh,
Oh wait a minute. Does it happen when you turn 20 or when you turn 30?
30.
probably.
Oh,
Sorry,
If
oh,
they
Ty.
I'm not.
say it's 20, that's a lie because it's always been 30
Yeah.
unless they
Oh, okay.
moved it. But I always remember it was 30.
Ah,
Mm,
yeah. I wonder if that's just an internet thing. Probably so.
It is.
probably.
Yeah, I see. I see. All right. Um. So let's get things started. Are you guys ready?
Absolutely.
All right. Let me hear it in the chat. We got a couple of people who are watching this right
Ooh.
now. Vitamin Nick.
Hey.
Yeah, he says tomorrow is his birthday. Well, happy
Happy
only birthday,
birthday.
Vitamin Nick.
Yeah.
Nick, you've been a great supporter of the podcast Movies and Beyond, and just a great blazer to move to Movie Blaze One.
Yes.
And I just went at 420, man. 420. Blazer. Keep oh god.
Nice.
You know, had
Oh
the
Uh,
god.
pandemic
I
never
don't
happened, had
I
the
I
pandemic
I
never happened, it would have been a perfect 420.
wait, what happened?
42020.
42020. Oh yeah, that would have
Oh
been
yeah,
good.
Because the
420.
pandemic happened. That was the
Okay.
perfect year for a 420, but it didn't happen.
Oh
Dang.
yeah. Sick. Damn.
Um. So, would your fans be called Blazer Glazers?
And then of course, oh, we have Rocky who's in the chat. Rocky,
And
sorry, she's a friend of mine from Performing Arts Studio West.
oh, cool.
But yeah,
Nice.
what were your question, David? What was your
Uh,
question?
would your fans be called Blazer Glazers
Get
Blazer,
out.
Blazer.
or or movie Glazers?
Hey, I
Movie
copyrighted
Blazer.
that term, sir.
You already
Movie
did. Oh yeah.
Blazer.
Okay.
Because I
Just
call this place Movie Glaze 1.
yeah, but not
Movie
not the
Blazer.
Movies.
not the hard
Uh,
R though.
what, oh, what,
Hey,
but
shut up.
damn.
Calm down.
Damn.
Uh,
No, no.
in the word glazer, ladies and gentlemen. What a,
What's without the hard R? Glazer?
On to our first topic.
mm,
We got Minecraft Madness.
mm-hmm.
Now, we'll be talking about two things. First, the craziness that's been going on within the movie there surrounding Minecraft. And David's seen the movie. And, you know,
Yeah.
he's going to share his thoughts and what he thought about the film.
Yeah.
And I saw it as well. So I'm also going to share my thoughts on it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, first off, the madness that's going on with Minecraft. The oh gosh, we can unmute our mics for this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was muting it just because noise is in the background. But
Uh, it's no worries.
Where to begin?
Well.
I mean, 2 words that I can think of, but I don't know if I'm worthy to say such words of raw, unlimited power. Chicken jockey.
Chicken jockey, Flint and Steel.
Flint and Steel.
I am Steve.
An ender pearl.
An Enderpearl.
They love chicken. Steve's love a chicken.
Oh, you won it, David. You won it.
Okay. Okay.
But by that I mean you messed up a little bit.
Uh,
Yeah, but it's all
yeah.
right.
Okay. What were we gonna say about this?
We want to talk about the madness that's been going on with movie theaters in terms of
Yeah.
Minecraft.
Well, I think it's universally known that this movie is objectively horrendous. Well, I'm gonna go to for like from a whole world viewpoint, and then I'll talk about my thoughts later, which are like you'll hear some of it here. But anyway, the movie is bad, and it was like when the trailer came out, it was ratioed to Timbuktu, and it was just obliterated online. So many more dislikes than likes. It's a lot of things about it that don't make sense, and it's people that don't know how to make a movie, and it's for one thing, it's like live action people in Minecraft, and you're having Jack Black as Steve, and he's just explaining things in Minecraft and saying things in Minecraft, and that has made memes, so many memes, because like people think it's so bad that they've started memeing it to death, and then that in turn makes it beloved, and people excited to go see it. So when they go and they're excited for this just random burst, like random schlock of things that they've memed about, and they're just overhyping it. It's a joke, and they're very committed to it, and it's funny. Sure, I've experienced the Minecraft brain rot myself. I laugh at. I mean, I quoted some just now, but theaters have taken it to such an extreme of just freaking the frick out at these lines, specifically Chicken Jockey. I don't know why Chicken Jockey is the one that they freak out about, but there's a whole video where I don't know if we're going to show it. I mean, we kind of did already last night, but basically someone brought a live chicken into the audience for the Chicken Jockey scene. There's a whole group of people, and when they said Chicken Jockey, or when Jack Black said Chicken Jockey, everyone threw their popcorn, confetti everywhere. Someone got on someone else's shoulders and held a chicken up in the air. It was
Chicken jockey.
Yes. By the way, poor chicken. I feel bad for the chicken and the people.
I ripped the chicken because by the time they got out of the theater, the chicken was held up by one leg or its neck.
Yes, I remember
actually.
that. Either one's bad. Poor chicken. And it was funny at a first watch for me, or a couple watches, but then I thought about it, and it's gotten way worse. They've had cops. Okay, I found out it was not the same one as that one though, but lots of different reactions from people that have been just chaos all around. One of them had cops show up and told them to calm down. And it's gotten so bad that now there is a what do you call it? Not a PSA, what would you call that? A warning sign or
What, the PSA thing? That thing?
is that what you call it? Where they're like, "Hey, don't cheer when
Normally,
chicken
that's what
jockey."
it's called. The PSA, or like a warning graphic or something.
Yeah, but it's gotten to the point where, hey, when they say chicken jockey, please don't be rambunctious, and it's gotten on the news
Several times.
Several times. It's become a big problem, and I was actually watching a video before we started. This guy quit his job because of the Minecraft movie.
Lol.
I mean, I
don't know why
get it.
you quit, but
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry to interject. I don't
No,
know
you're
why
good.
that guy. I don't know why that guy will quit. I mean, it's your job at the end of the day. But I get it. At the same time, I get it.
Yeah. Personally, I think it's well now I think it's just it's too much.
what also makes things worse is like you and me saw it too, actually. Remember the kid that was like, I want it to happen. This would be great. All right.
Yeah.
You want Chicken Jockey to happen. Bear with us. I mean, fair warning. You're going to be the one that's also escorted outside by the police, but you're also probably going to be the one that cleans it up, whether you want to or not. Because at the end of the day, guilty by association is still a concept. So you go right ahead, Mister. I want to see it happen.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay.
You go, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it's pretty unfortunate. You have to do that. Yeah, and it's a bunch of high school boys.
People with no common sense.
That too. Same thing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
These darn teenagers. We can say that now.
We sound old as hell. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, this was inevitable, right?
Hey, don't make me older than I already am. All right.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
what?
what?
Hold on. Can I actually, for real this time, I actually mean this because I just found this. Someone got arrested for body slamming an employee during the Minecraft movie.
Oh no.
Are you being serious right now?
I'm not joking.
All
This
right.
this came out April 10th of this year. 4 days ago. This was recent.
Oh dang.
That's crazy.
Okay.
It's not. I don't see it popping up.
Oh yeah, he shared his screen there.
Yeah. Okay, so they don't show the body slam. If this is true, this movie doesn't need to be in theaters anymore. I don't care how many times people say, "Oh, it's fun. It's just a joke. Get over it." Okay.
Yeah, something's wrong. Like mentally
wrong
for
with
these they're going back to the psych ward. They took the psych ward patients watching the brain rot and they're like, you know, it'd be fun. Let's just have him get out and go into the world. We'll go to a movie. And then they watch it, and then they gotta do that. Yeah. It's made a lot of money too. So, and we said this yesterday, imagine, because they're already working on a sequel or talking about it. And, you know, it's probably going
going
to
to
be
be
even
bad.
worse. Yes. And, Warner Brothers made a lot of money. So I don't see them caring at all.
No.
And I forgot to mention that on the podcast yesterday that the director, Jared Hess, responding to this. Let me see if I can actually hear real quick. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up.
Didn't Jack Black also respond to it?
I thought I heard something about that, but I'm not sure.
The Minecraft movie Chaos forces theater to ban thousands of fans. This was 2 days ago.
Oh, okay. So it's basically talking about Jared Hess being fine with people going crazy. And let me see if I can find the exact quote. There's got to be one somewhere. But he was basically like, you know what? Just let them have fun. Let them.
Yeah, let them have fun. It's all fun and games until it's your movie theater that you have to clean up.
Yes. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Okay, it's weird when you're having too much fun and the cops get called. It's funny because I think it's just literally cheering and throwing popcorn, which is so funny to me that cops are getting called for popcorn. Yeah, it's hilarious. I've seen so many funny videos. It's great, especially when people are climbing on their friends' shoulders and standing up and cheering for those moments. It's like this crazy anticipation. But man, I'm just glad people are making memories with their friends and families. Oh boy. Oh boy.
We're going to look back. Yeah, we're going to have some moments with our friends and family. We're going to look back on it and think, man, this was so sick. Why did they make us clean up this movie theater? Why are we arrested?
Yeah.
We did nothing wrong.
I don't even work here. But yeah, this guy's out of touch. And by the way, his movies are not that popular, so he's probably
What
he
other
did
movies has he made?
he did Napoleon Dynamite and Nacho Libre. Those were his two biggest ones.
Okay.
Before Minecraft movie, anyway. But like his movies are low budget, and aside from those two other films, the rest of the filmography is not very good. But he's made a short film that was pretty good with his wife, I believe, and I've heard that was good. But those movies did not do so well, and I could see him kind of like, well, like this is my big shot, you know. I could see that. That's just a theory I have, though. But he's definitely, come on, man. Yeah, it's just throwing popcorn and ruining everyone's nice time. Whatever, who cares?
Okay, it's just throwing popcorn. Clean it up.
As long as I make money. Yeah.
But I don't want to clean it up. Okay, you either clean it up or you get locked up. There is no in between.
Yeah. You're old enough, I guess.
Yeah.
To probably get arrested. Teenagers get arrested.
Even if you don't get arrested, you still gonna get kicked out.
Oh yeah, that's the bare minimum.
Yeah,
definitely. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the theater experience, anyway.
All right, yeah. And
How was your...
what are your thoughts on the actual movie itself?
Oh, it's terrible. Like I said before, everyone knows this, and that's why it's so popular. Is because of that they've memed it to death, and it's just Jack Black saying words in Minecraft. But yeah, there's no plot, and if there is one, it's generic as hell, and the characters have no character. Steve or Jack Black as Steve is a horrible casting. I can't stand Jack Black anymore. Especially if y'all know, if you know about a certain president and what happened. You guys know.
I do know, but in a way, was that kind of
It was
a joke? Though it was a joke,
but a bad joke.
It was a bad joke, but it was still a joke, though.
Well, it was. Do you know what the joke was, though?
I know what it was. It was a Trump joke.
Yeah, but it was like, I don't know if I should say it, but it was related to Trump's assassin. It was related to the assassination attempt.
Yeah, I don't think Jack Black himself said it. I think it was the other Tenacious D guy.
It was the other guy who said, "Don't miss next time."
Yeah,
that was. I mean, it doesn't matter what your political beliefs are. It's not okay to wish death on someone like that.
Yeah.
And Jack Black, you could see him laughing at the joke, but you could tell, like, when they canceled the tour of Tenacious D, like, he was forced to. And rightfully so. Like, that was not a good thing to do. And, you know, stuff like that. That's one big thing. The rest is just, like, minor stuff about him. Just me personally, I can't really stand him anymore as I've gotten older. I like him as Poe in Kung Fu Panda, and I love him as Nacho Libre, but that's about it.
What about School of Rock?
I have not watched School of Rock, so I couldn't say.
Well, fun fact, Megan/Carly is in that movie.
Oh, yeah, she is. I thought she looked familiar. I'll watch School of Rock. But other than that, Jason Momoa is probably my favorite part of the movie, just because he was fun.
Do you think he should have been Steve?
Yeah, that would have been better. Either him or just get. It should have been an animated movie. With a good script.
Yeah.
And you could have done some cool world building, literally and figuratively.
Could have had Herobrine.
If you had Herobrine, Technoblade in all his glory, maybe.
That's a legend.
That's a legend. Your Dream in there would have been epic, you know.
Never known whoever in your life.
Joke.
That. I know.
Yeah. Never again. But the writing is terrible. Kids deserve better in movies, and the Minecraft movie was for the people that are coping with the memes, and they embraced it and made lots of money. And this is where the downfall of cinema comes in, where studios will take this to heart and just make bad stuff on purpose, I think, just to make money. And then movies are just going to be worthless now because they're going to do that.
I'll just wait till they hit us with the Roblox movie.
Yes.
No matter how many times I say it, I feel like it's going to happen in the future.
Yes, it will definitely.
And it will somehow, some way, arguably be a lot worse than the Minecraft movie. Even if it's animated. It will somehow be worse because that movie, because those games, to be honest, Roblox is like a whole game that allows you to play other games people made.
Right. Exactly.
So, and depending on the game, there's no plot. It's mostly a homepage, and you get to go to any game you want. At least as long as it's been made.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There would be no plot other than bouncing from game to game, probably.
Right. And like Minecraft has that too, but that's more just, I mean, they have a main world already made, and the side stuff you can do is like, oh, I forgot that name. Was it like 1v1s or Team
Bed
Battles.
Wars.
I think so. I think that's what it's called. Minecraft people, let me know what that's called in the comments if y'all are Minecraft people. Yeah, Roblox, I could see it. Remember they made what's the opposite of Lego? That that off-brand Lego.
Mega Blocks.
No, it was
Playmobil.
yes, Playmobil. They had an animated Playmobil movie.
When they're supposed to make a live action Playmobil film?
I don't know. I don't think so. Not that I've heard of.
And I feel like I'm going through a freaking Mandela effect because I remember there was an E at the end of Playmobil.
Yes.
Oh, this looks like a Roblox movie. Came out in 2019. And it has Anya Taylor-Joy.
What?
Yeah. And Kenan Thompson.
No way. Hang
Yes.
on. In
Megan,
2014.
it has Megan Trainor, Daniel Radcliffe.
Tyler the Creator.
Huh?
I'm probably looking at a different one. Hang on.
Tito Ortiz, UFC fighter? And a dude literally named Anakin? Anakin Slade. Go figure.
Wait, hold on. Which one is this the 2014 one you're looking at?
I'm 2019 one.
2019.
It's just called Playmobil, the movie.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Roblox. I was confused.
Mm.
Okay, because there is a Roblox the movie, but it's like looks like
That could be fan made.
yeah, it's on IMDb though, and for some reason it has Drake Bell in the cast as Mr. Cheese.
I think I might have heard of this, but I don't know how real this is.
Yeah, the poster looks terrible.
Bro, they have freaking Rick Astley and Travis Scott in this.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck off. They have Shane Dawson.
Anyway, sorry, we're kind of going off topic. My bad.
No,
And you know, you want to know the
That's
best
right.
thing about the Playmobil film?
What's that?
On IMDb, it's a 4.9 out of 10, and yet that's still higher than Snow White.
Yeah, boy. I wonder how much Sharknado's got on Snow White. It has to be more.
Oh wait, stay on topic now. Come
Oh,
on,
yeah.
guys.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, stay on topic.
Yes, you're
So-
absolutely correct.
Yeah. So I just want to sum my thoughts real quickly on the Minecraft
Yes.
movie data madness that's going on because like I said, multiple times on this on Movies and Beyond, and even did these cousins. I work at Movie-Dale, so I haven't seen firsthand of the madness, thank God. But I haven't seen it for my own eyes, but I've heard of it. And I just gotta say this. For anyone who's watching or listening, if you're going to see a Minecraft movie, please be respectful. Don't bring in chickens and throw popcorn over the place. Because even though seeing scenes like chicken jacket and things like that, they're fun, right? But you gotta consider the people who work there, you know? Like we as the ushers have to come in and they have to clean all that up. I I've seen videos where the madness happened, and my first thought was this: I feel so bad for the employees that are working in those movie theaters because man, oh man, I mean they already have it bad enough. I mean, yeah, they only have it bad enough. So don't make it worse.
Yeah.
That's my PSA announcement. The topic we got another topic to talk about. So that does it for Minecraft. And we're going to move on to Fantastic Four drama. So for those who are unaware, of course, Fantastic Four, their first steps. It's coming out, man, it's coming out in 3 months.
Mm.
Um, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be a great film,
Oh
guys.
yeah.
Don't you know? It's gonna be fantastic. It's gonna win all the awards.
Yes.
Pedro Pascal, great. But the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because David, brought it up on the discussions yesterday on his podcast. Go
Mm.
check that out, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing podcast.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And yeah, David, you wanna take this one?
Sure. So I don't know if I'm gonna pull up the articles or anything, but the gist. I'll tell you the gist. Um, basically, you know, there's a chance we could get an accurate, or there was a chance that we could get a actually good Fantastic Four movie. Now, uh, and it was still. Well, now we're thinking, even before this recent news came out, we were thinking, Marvel might mess it up. Back in the day, we wouldn't have thought so because the MCU was at its heights back in the day before Endgame, and then Endgame happened, and that was pretty much the end. But I digress. The MCU was back in the day; they could do no wrong, except for except for Captain Marvel, but and Thor: The Dark World. But they were at their heights back in the day, and we would have thought, okay, yeah, if they made Fantastic Four, it would be great. But now we're in this new age where the MCU is in a downward spiral, and that's an understatement. If you ask me, it's just utter dog shit now. But that's just too harsh, so I'm not gonna say that. But I already did, so dang it. Um,
You already did. You
I
gotta take
did,
that
yeah.
back.
I can't. It's bad, guys. It's really bad. Um, and now people are, understandably worried, rightfully worried. I am very worried, or I was, but now I'm even more because, well, it's because they're just going back to their old ways. They're blending in this stuff of politics, which we don't want in a movie. That's not what movies are for. You can do politics well in a movie, but the way they do it now at Disney, terrible, terrible. And that's what they've been doing a lot, like this MCU stuff that's going around. Um, it basically just means, yeah, there's a lot more women than men now in the MCU, and and a big thing with that is, it's a lot of, the the audience is mostly male because it's superheroes. It's a very male oriented genre of it's action and adventure and sci-fi stuff like that, superpowers, it's all that kind of thing, and girls can like it too, absolutely they can. But it is mostly male, and you got to appeal to the male audience for the majority of that. And and before they even did this, girls loved the MCU anyway because you know you see edits of like Bucky's being like 4 minutes of Bucky being adorable and stuff like that, and that's what girls were into. They were into the guys, and they thought they were so hot and stuff like that. But that's not the main reason. They were into the stuff that we were into as well. Everyone agreed that these stories and these characters were so good, and they were just done so well for the majority. But there was definitely, um, especially in this after Endgame, there was a big change. They're like, okay, we're gonna get all the women. Forget about the guys. It's mostly women now. You can't have both sides being. You can't have both sides liking the same thing. It has to be, you know, that.
Pretty soon, it's going to be the men. and then the women, and then the children.
The
And
children.
they're going to be slaughtered like animals because Disney slaughtered them like animals.
I hate them.
They hate them.
They hate them. Nice reference. All this to say that, you know, it has bled into this new Fantastic Four, this kind of feminizing thing. And it's not just for the women characters, but for the men as well, which I'll talk about in a second. Sue Storm, in the comics, is she's basically the mother of the group, of the family. Or later down the line, especially since her and Reed have kids together, and they get married and have kids. And but before then, it was her, Reed Richards as the leader, Johnny Storm, who's Sue's little brother, and Ben Grimm, the Thing. I forget if he's related. He's not related. He's Reed's. He was Reed's friend before they got superpowers, but they. Sue is, yes, the motherly figure, and she was a cool character, even though she was like, she was a strong woman, you know? She had powers, definitely, but she was a strong female character, and it was good. Like, it wasn't trying to be, oh, girl boss, cute, hi-ya, hoo. It was just like, yeah, you're a well-written character, people like you, and you're awesome. And you're a mother too, and that's an achievement in and of itself, and that's great. But this actress, Vanessa Kirby, who is playing Sue Storm in this new movie, is she really likes when Sue Storm was in her Malice days. And if you don't know who Malice is, that was an alter ego that Sue Storm took on for a little while. Basically evil Sue Storm, and Vanessa Kirby really likes that storyline because it shows how angry she was. And it's this thing now where it's like, oh, that's perfect for today, because they can get into like, oh, women, they have to, being held back by the men, that they're so angry, all this rage kept inside, and it's so cringy too. It's just like, no one cares about that. Like, that's that's just like, first of all, Malice, you think Malice was a good, like, one of the best or whatever? This the one you enjoyed? Like, characters have layers, and you're sure you don't want to explore the good things about Sue, her as a mother in this family of superheroes? Like, that's not interesting? You could make that work, and it doesn't have to be this. It's a weird thing, not to go on too long, but it's this weird thing where people don't like motherhood anymore. Like, it's not important. And, it's like she's being held back as a mom. And it shouldn't be the case. If anything, motherhood should be embraced and, congratulated, And it's not a misogynistic thing. It's just natural. It's what happens. People, get married and have kids, become parents, And you can set a good example of that. But no, we can't do that because that's evil for some reason. But we like Malice. Okay. That's stupid. But yeah, screw motherhood. That's stupid. Also, screw Johnny Storm because he was a misogynist. And this is a lame transition to Johnny Storm, where if you know anything about Johnny's character, like I said, like, oh, he's misogynist. He wasn't. He was a ladies' man, definitely, and he had a flaming personality. Oh, you might say, but and that's kind of symbolism. Like, his powers are symbolism of his personality. He's a fiery go-getter type of brash dude. And this guy, Joseph Quinn, who was in Stranger Things as Eddie Munson, is playing this guy. And he basically said he's going to make him less callous. He's not going to make him misogynistic because that's not sexy. I don't think it's sexy. And he's gonna get in touch with his feelings. And it goes back to like the feminist like viewpoint of like we're not gonna make men masculine. We're gonna make them feminine. We're gonna make them get in touch with their feelings. And it's just like, but that's the whole. Well, first, that's the whole character of Johnny. Like that is him. Like that's how he is. Like well, yeah, he's a ladies' man, but he's not a misogynist. No way, he's a misogynist. He's a superhero. What do you mean? And he's done good things. He's good friends with Spider-Man. That's one of my favorite things about him. But he's like Sue, a good character. He wasn't misogynistic at all, but they think he is, even though I don't think they've even read the comics for this. They don't know anything about what's going on. But that's what he said, and it's just not true. It's like they're trying to make this. The one funny thing, they're trying to make it for modern audiences, but this movie's set in the 60s, so it's kind of weird. But it's a whole thing where they can't make comic accuracy anymore. They say they do by giving you the right costumes, but that's it. They don't give you the actual character accuracy. It's like, oh, the costumes, wow, they look so good. It's comic accurate. Marvel's back. It's peak. They're back. And no, they're not. They're never going to be back. I'm sorry. They've already messed up Fantastic Four. It's fucked. Fantastic Four's fucked. And Superman's going to be better. But that's the whole thing with Fantastic Four. We wanted a better movie, but it looks like we're not going to get that for a long time. And sorry for that long answer, or for that long. I talked too long enough. But that's basically what's going on. But if you guys have any thoughts about that, I'll shut up now.
And no, this was actually this was your topic, David, and I'm so myself. I'm so well. I appreciate it. I do, because again, yesterday I didn't know about this until you mentioned it on the podcast episode yesterday, and I was listening to it, and I was like, huh, that's interesting. A movie that I wasn't really interested in, and now I'm like, I was already. I mean, I was never worried about this movie because I never cared. I mean, I said it multiple times on the podcast episodes, both podcast episodes, and yeah, I just don't care. It's not because of the MCU. Well, part of that is, but most of it has to do with the Fantastic Four live action in general. Like we had two, and I can say that for another. I can say that for an actual video as well. But my point is, I don't have faith in this new Fantastic movie. That I don't have faith in this new Fantastic Four movie.
Mm.
I I don't want it to. I don't want it to bomb because again, I don't want any movie to bomb. Even if the trend is like completely under sit, I still want to go in with an open mind, and I am still gonna see the first steps and see how it plays out. Who knows? Maybe I might be surprised, maybe not so much. But for now, as it stands, I'm not looking forward to it. And the months approaches, the days, the weeks, whatever, I just have this sudden, I just feel so numb. I feel so numb about not just Fantastic Four, but the MCU in general. You
Mm.
know, and that can be a topic that could be like the headline for the next episode or whenever that will be. But yes, that is about time. It's about time to wrap it all up. So
Mm.
I want to thank David for coming by and Donovan for dropping in. You guys make this. You guys make movies and beyond special. It's crazy. It's crazy to even think that we'll almost close to 50, count them, 50 episodes. And we will be doing a special episode when we hit 50. So stay
Hell yeah.
tuned. Stay tuned
Nice.
for that. And David, do you have anything you want to plug before we head on out?
Check out DDM Studios on YouTube and check out my podcast, The Discussions, if you get a chance. New episodes every Saturday, for the most part.
All right. Donovan, do you have anything you want to say?
Not. I mean, check out Don's Comic Domain, where where me and David will do reviews of comic books. But so far, it hasn't really had any traction yet, given the fact I had to take a break. But I will keep it. I will bring it up and running in the future once I'm done with school stuff. It's not a dead channel, so don't worry.
Yeah. Don't give up
All right. All
hope.
right. That's very cool. As for me, I will be, as I said multiple times, I will be, I will start posting on Fridays a new video every Friday. You know, it could be a movie review, it could be a versus video, it could be a video essay. Basically it's whatever I feel like doing, you know,
Fair
and
enough.
whatever happens, it will be dropping on Fridays. So that's something to look forward to. The podcast itself, Movies and Beyond, will always be live on YouTube on Mondays around I would say 5 o'clock, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You know, yeah. I was gonna say something, but I'm like, oh no. But yeah. Um, there's another thing. Oh yes. Before I forget, tomorrow I will be doing a special episode reviewing. I mean, not review, but I will have a special episode of Movies and Beyond, where I interview the dance teacher from Performing Arts Studio West. Not only is she a dance teacher over there, but she also made a short film that I'm a part in. So
Mm,
that I took part in. So yes, that will happen tomorrow. Not live, but it will happen tomorrow. The interview will happen, and you guys should be seeing that video come Thursday.
nice.
So that's awesome. That's interesting to see.
Hmm.
And yeah, that's about it. I don't really have anything else to say other than until next time, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Remember, just to clarify, you can listen to the episodes on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, and Spotify.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, David's Cousins, check out David's podcast and check out Donovan's podcast as well.
Yay!
Yeah. All right. So without further ado, we're out of here. And of course, as always, guys, keep blazing into the beyond.